Very good afternoon to all the students. So guys, in the last lab session, we have started with practical 6 and 7, and I asked you to complete practical 6 and 7 and upload it to Google Classroom. So let us check how many of you have submitted and how many of you have not submitted your Google practical 6 or 7 onto Google Classroom first. So regarding practical 7, I can see there are 3 students who have not submitted. Dev Jain, Rushit Donga, and Sobit Srivastav. You have not submitted your practical 7. And talking about practical 6, there are 2 students who have not submitted practical 6, Dev and Rushit. So Sobit, make sure you submit your practical 7 by today, right, without fail. And if Dev is present, then Dev, you need to also submit all your practicals 6 and 7. But as of now, Dev is not available in the lab session. We'll see how we can talk to him. So guys, as you completed this part, let's continue from practical 8, right? So let's check it out. What is your practical 8? So I think loopings are already done in your lab lecture session, right? Loop statements, while loop especially.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So we need to perform the while loop programs, and we are not going to perform all these programs. There are lots of programs in while loop, about let's say 4 into 4 plus 4, 8 plus 6, 14 plus 5, or 19 programs. But we'll see that how we can perform all these programs and how many we can perform of this. Let's start from the first program. We are going to perform this program, write a program that prints 1 to 10, nothing else, right? So you are just going to execute a while loop that is going to print numbers from 1 till 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then comes write a program that prints 1 to n. So you are going to take input of n from the user. So let's say n equals to 20. So you are going to print from 1 to 20. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 till 20 you are going to print. So these are the first 2 programs that you need to perform. Then comes you need to print only odd numbers between 1 to n. So let's take n equals to 20. Let's take n equals to 20. So if n is equals to 20, you need to print all the odd numbers that are between 1 to 20. That is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. So these are the odd numbers that you need to print between 1 to 20 or 1 to n, whatever n you take from the user as an input. Next is write a program to print the numbers between 2 given numbers, which is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 30, or sorry, 3, right? So what does this mean? Let's say my first number is 2 and second number, let's say n1 is equals to 2 and n2 is equals to 25, right? N1 equals to 2 and N2 is equals to 25. Now I need to print all those numbers which are divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3. So it will print, let's say 2 is the number. Yes, it is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3. Then 4 is a number that is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3. And 6 is a number that is divisible by 2 as well as divisible by 3. So we'll not consider this number, right? Then comes 8, then comes 10, then comes 14, 16, then comes 20, then comes 22. So these are the numbers should be the output between these 2 numbers which are divisible by 2 and not divisible by 3. Right? So is there any doubts, guys, regarding these 4 programs that we have discussed just now? Anyone is having any doubts? Then please let me know in the chats. The first 4 programs. Let us just discuss about first 4 programs as of now. Anyone? Any queries? Do you want me to write down any program for you from these 4? Anyone? You can ask me if you want, then I can just write down the complete code for any one of these programs out of 4, just for your reference. Any one, you can tell me. If anyone is willing to have any code reference from my side, please let me know. Don't hesitate. Shall I demonstrate any of the programs out of this 4? Please let me know. No one? Great. Then in the next, we are going to write down practical 9. And in practical 9, we are going to write down the first one, write a program that prints the summation of 1 to n numbers. So what does this mean? Let's say n is equals to 10. So I need to print the summation of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. So this is what I need to print. I need to print the summation of 1 to 10. I need to print the summation of 1 to 10. Right? So all the thing is about while loop. You just need to execute the while loop. Then second program is not regarding the while loop. So we are going, second program is again the while loop where you are printing the summation of all those numbers. Just you need to square them each time. You need to square them. So it would be like, let's say if I just write down the code, let's say n is equals to 5, or we have n is equals to 10, let's say, for example. So I'll say while I is less than or equals to n, I'll initialize I equals to 1, right? And between this, I'm just going to write down, I'll also initialize s equals to 0. And I'll say s equals to s plus I into I. And after this, I'll just increment I. So this would be your program. Program 9, practical 9, program 2, right? So this is what your for while loop will execute. I less than equals to n, s equals to s plus I into I plus plus. So this will execute this one, 1, then plus 4. So I will be to 2, so 2 into 2, then 3 into 3, then 4 into 4, then 5 into 5, then 6 into 6, till 10 into 10, right? So this is your practical 9, program 2. Moving on next, this program cannot be done using the while loop. So we are not going to perform this program. We will not perform this program, right? So we'll skip C part from practical 9 and we'll directly jump to practical 9 program D. That is, you just need to print 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 till 1 by n. So if my n is equals to 10, if I take the same loop again, just for your reference, once again, n equals to 10, and so I equals to will be 1 and s will be equals to 0 only, and I'll say if I is less than or equals to n, while we'll say s equals to s plus sum equals to sum plus, let's say I divided by 1 divided by I. So this would be, first of all, 1 divided by 1. So s equals to 0 plus 1 is 1. Then 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Then 1 by 3, then 1 by 4, and then 1 by 5 till 1 by 10. So these are your programs. So I hope you are clear with practical 8 and 9 as of now. All clear with practical 8 and 9? I'll paste these two codes just for your reference in your chats, right? And you can complete practical 8 and 9 now. First, complete practical 8 and 9, A, B, C, D from 8, and A, B, and D from 9. Then we will see what are the different programs that we have to implement in practical 10 and practical 11. First, complete these 7 programs very quickly. And if you want, still anyone is willing to have a complete code reference, then let me know. I'm dropping these 2 things in your chats. This would be your practical 9B. So I'll write down practical 9B, and this is your code. And then practical 9B, and this would be your sample code. So guys, start working on practical 8 and 9. And do you want the questions in your chats? Anyone is willing to have questions in the chats? Right, still my screen is opened. So if you want, you can just refer to it and let me know if you have any queries with any of the programs. Practical 8 and 9, A, B, C, D from 8, A, B, and D from 9. I've given you 2 reference codes in your chats so that you can refer it and complete your practical 8 and 9. So start working on these programs, guys, and let me know if you have any questions or any queries. These are the simplest programs as of now. And then we'll go for some more complex programs after you complete these 7 programs. Rushit, you are still left to submit your assignment 2 that was uploaded by Hardik sir, and the deadline was May 2, 2nd of May. Rushit, Rushit, are you there? So when you will upload your assignment 2, already deadline is over. When you will upload? No, Sunday will not be accepted. Already last Sunday was the deadline, Rushit. Okay, I will mark it like as late and I'm not going to evaluate it. I'll put 0 marks out of whatever marks that were there in the assignment. So that's up to you. And what about your this one, practical 6 and 7? You are still left with submitting practical 6 and 7 also. Deadline was yesterday. See, the work should be submitted on time. You have been given plenty amount of time and you are not given the huge task to complete in 1 week. It was a very small task. Either it was assignment or it was a practical. You should submit each and everything on time. Even Dev, you are also still left with submitting 6 and 7 practical. And those who are going to submit it late, don't consider I'm going to give you the marks for it. Each practical contains 5 marks. And at the last, whatever total marks you get, from that only our 25 marks will be converted directly. So if you are not submitting your task by deadline, you are not going to get that marks. Dev, I hope you are able to understand what I'm saying. Dev and Rushit, you are left to submit practical 6 and 7. Shobit, you are left to submit practical 7.
Sir, I have submitted. Right.
I cannot see it. Let me just check it out again. Okay, yes, Shobit, I have received your. So Roshit and Dev, you both are left to submit 6 and 7. Submit it as soon as possible. And even Rushit, you have not submitted practical 5, that's good. Practical 4, very good. That's great. You are getting 0 marks for all these practicals. Don't worry. So if you want to get marks for all those practicals, you need to submit it by tomorrow. Practical 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then later on, I'm not going to give you any marks for it. So if you want to have 5 marks for each practical that are left by you, 4, 5, 6, 7, then you need to submit it by tomorrow. And Dev, you also need to submit it by tomorrow. Okay, Rushit, that's good. And Dev, you also need to submit it by tomorrow. I'm not going to wait. Guys, okay, how many of you have started with practical 8 and 9? Okay, Dev, good. How many of you have started with practical 8 and 9? Simple programs of while loop. And 2 reference programs are already available in your chats. So start working it. So let me say, Darsh, you are going to implement practical 8.1, that is A, and submit the code in the chats once you complete it. And Harsh, you are going to implement 8B and provide me the code in chats. Then Jai Mirja, you are going to complete practical 8C and provide me the code inside the chats. Then Janish, you will implement practical 8D and provide me the code inside the chats, the complete code that you have written. Then comes Nandan, you will be implementing practical 9A and provide the code inside the chats. Practical 9B and 9D reference code is already available in your chats. So no one is, there is no compulsion on that part. But still, Smith, you will implement practical 9B completely and put your code in the chats. And Yashoda, you are going to implement practical 9D and put the code inside the chats. Clear? So I want everyone to put their code in the chats, the names that I have said. Yes, then if you completed a particular code or if you completed a particular program, then you can submit it in the chats one by one as per the names and the program that has been allotted to you. I want the answers in the chats. Meaning you don't have to submit any program. Darsh, Harsh, Jai Mirja, Janish, Nandan, Smith, and Yashoda. These 7 students are going to submit me the program in the chats. Let me know, guys, if you have any queries. Okay, Harsh has already pasted his task, that is practical 8, program C, integer n, then printf n, okay, scanf percentage d, I equals to 1, I less than equals to n, printf percentage d slash n I plus plus. Yes, exactly, very good. So we are just printing 1 to n in practical 8. Okay, Harsh was given second program, sorry. Yeah. Okay, Harsh, the program is correct. That's good. Yes, one by one, once you complete the code, let me know and put it in the chats. Okay, I got the code from Jai Merja. So while I is less than equals to 10. Okay, you are assuming that your n is 10. So Jai, you need to take input of n first without forgetting. Okay, you need to take input of n first. Jai. So let us assume that your n is 10. So while I is less than or equals to 10, printf percentage d I plus plus. What was the program that was given to you? Practical 8C. In practical 8C, you need to print odd numbers between 1 to n. So you need to put one if condition between it. If the number is odd, then and then you need to print. Otherwise, you don't have to print it. So I think it's incorrect. Jai, you just need to check whether the number that is being entering the loop is odd or even. Okay, 8A. Fine. Let me just, yeah, then it's right. If 8A is the case, then it's right, Jai. Perfectly right. So now you need to implement practical 8C. That was the task given to you, assigned to you. I'll check rest of the Ritvik's as well as Darsh program. Yeah, Darsh, program is perfectly correct. And Ritvik has, I think, Ritvik, why have you used for loop? It is clearly mentioned that you need to implement the program using only and only while loop. So implement it using the while loop only. Okay, Nand, the program is perfectly right. Your program was 8D or 9A, right? It was 9A. Print 1 to 10, 1 to n, print summation of 1 to n numbers. Yeah, so program is perfectly correct. Good. Yeah, drop the rest of the students, please drop it one by one once you complete everything. And remember one thing, guys, do not create individual files of practical 8 and 9. We will be merging practical 8 and 9 together into one single Word file. So do not create individual files, but just give the different headings in one single Word file. Practical 8, all 4 programs, practical 9, all the 3 programs, likewise. Do not create different files, only create one single Word file for it. Remember this thing. So I'm going to create a classroom that is one common for practical 8 and 9. And maybe we will merge practical 10 and 11 also in this one only. So right now I'm not creating any classroom, but first of all, we'll complete all the remaining practicals first, and then we will generate a classroom and you can upload it. So I can see there are 3 students absent as of now. Mike Madhav, Deep Kumar, yes, Harshdeep, you raised your hand. What is the issue? Doubt in 8C. Okay. Tell me, what is the doubt? Print odd numbers between 1 to n.
Sir, where we have to
Yes.
implement that I printf percentage d, where percentage d is I modulus 2 not equal to 0 or equal to 1, where we have to write that I modulus 2 is
Okay.
equal to
Yeah,
1.
I'll just demonstrate it surely. I'll present my screen.
Okay, sir.
So I'll demonstrate that program right now. So we'll be able to easily implement that one, 8C. So let's say I'm saying that I is equals to 1, right? And let's say n. So you will scanf n, let's say percentage d, comma ampersand n, right? And now you are going to write down while I is less than or equals to n, Inside it, what we are going to do is we'll write down if loop. If I percentage 2 is equals to 1, right? Then and then you will print, or you can say I percentage 2 is not equals to 1. That would be better, right? Then and then you will say printf percentage d, sorry, slash n odd number percentage
No, no, sir,
d.
it's equal to 1. Odd numbers.
Okay, not equals to 0
Not
or
equals.
equal to 1, whatever is your choice, right? And then you will say I plus plus. Next, nothing else. This is it. This is your code. We are checking inside the for while loop that if the number is odd, then and then print, otherwise directly I plus plus and go back to the loop. Clear, everyone? Harshdeep, am I clear? Okay, okay, fine, great. So if you want, I can drop that code inside your chats just for your reference. This is practical 8C, and this is your code. Yeah, yeah, Shobit. What is the issue? You raised your hand. Yeah, Shobit. Yes, Jay. What is the query?
Sir, can you check my 8C?
8C. Okay. Can you just test it? So I'll check it out. Jay. Okay, Yashoda has already printed the. Okay, Yashoda, good. Yeah, Jay, you can drop. Okay. You need to use while loop, not the for loop, Jay. And make sure, please do not copy paste the code directly from Google. Make sure you do it on your own, please. You need to use while loop anyhow, in any case. Yeah. Continue with your work. Let me know still if you have any queries. So how many programs each of you have completed? Let me know in the chats. From practical 8 and practical 9, how many programs each of you have completed? Good, Smith. What about others? Very good, Joy. Okay, Yanshu. Good. How to do 8D? I just shown you the code, na, Janish? Or not? No? Okay, I'll just present my screen and show you how you can perform 8D. So what is 8D actually? 8D says you need to take two numbers range. Let's say number one is, I'm writing it here, n1 is equals to, let's say, 2, comma, n2 is equals to 20. Now, between these 2 and 20, what you need to do is you need to find out all the odd numbers. No, you need to find out the number that is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3, right? So what you are going to do is there is no requirement of scanf. I'm just taking n1 equals to 2 and n2 equals to 20. And now I will say while n1 is less than or equals to n2, if I say if n1 percentage 2 is equals to 0, that means the number is divisible by 2. Also, I need to check whether the number is not divisible by 3. So I'll put AND condition and say n1 percentage 3 not equals to 0. Means now the condition is the number is divisible by 2, but the number is not divisible by 3. So this is what your condition will be, and then you will print the number is equals to percentage d, or we'll say odd number percentage d and n1. So this is what your program will be, and you'll increment n1 plus plus. You'll increment n1. This is how you can implement practical 8D. We are just checking the condition that the number is divisible by 2 and the number is not divisible by 3. Janish? Sure, Ritvik, I'll pass it in the chat box. This is article 8B, and this is what you are called. You need to take input of n1 and n2 from the user. Right now I have said n1 equals to 2 and n2 equals to 20, but you need to take scanf of n1 and scanf of n2. Without this, you will not continue this program. Remember this thing. Okay, Nandan, you have done 8. You are completed with 8. Yansu, you are also done with 8. That's good. Smith is also completed 8. That's great. Okay, guys, continue and let me know still if you have any queries or any questions or doubts. Yeah, what about other students, those who have not responded, or how many programs they have completed? Okay, Mihir, okay, Janish, okay, Rohit, okay, Harsh, okay, Darsh, great, Shobit, Joy. So as of now, I can see Madhav, Vishnu, and Deep Kumar Godas are absent. Those who have not joined the session as of now. Okay, Rutvik, good. Make sure, Rutvik, in 8th D, you are going to take input of N1 and N2 from user. Okay, can we discuss the next programs of practical 10 and 11? If you are able to complete 9 on your own. Already all the reference code for practical 9B and D are already available in your chats. So you just need to implement it on your own way. Shall we discuss practical 10 and 11? Fine, no issues, Rutvik. If you can take, then take the range of numbers from the user. Let's say first number and last number, N1 and N2. Okay, complete first 9 and then we'll discuss 10 and 11, no issues. Let me know once you complete practical 9. So guys, complete practical 8 and 9 first, and then if time permits, we'll discuss practical 10 and 11 also. Okay? 10, 11 and 12 maybe. Not 12, only 10 and 11, right?